Priority Forecast.
Very mild and very humid to start off on your Wednesday morning. This is a live look at Tall City early on your Wednesday morning. City lights highlighting the dark skies. We're still under night vision. That's why we're seeing black and white. We're not seeing any of the wispy whites, indicating very clear skies this morning, but there may be some clouds for the morning. A mostly sunny day, a very warm day, a more humid day, and a little bit more of a breezy day. And that will fuel some late afternoon, evening thunderstorms in parts of our viewing area. Satellite and radar does show, though, mostly rain-free conditions across the region to start off this morning. Very clear skies from Midland, Odessa, La Mesa, down to Dryden. There may be some low-level fog this morning in Dryden, just like yesterday morning, but because it's a little bit more breezy this morning, the air mixing around at the surface, not allowing for that fog to really settle as much. Maybe some light rain showers in the Guadalupe Mountains near Carlsbad and Hobbs, and also in the Davis Mountains near Van Horn this morning. Not really amounted to too much, but later in the day today, we could be seeing thunderstorm development in those areas. Mostly clear skies, 67 right now in the Tall City. That sun rises in about an hour at 6:44 this morning with a south-southeast wind at 9 miles per hour right now. That will pick up and that will allow for the warmer air, but the easterly component in those winds still providing the moisture in the lower levels of the atmosphere. Pretty mild even for Marfa standards at 61 right now. Again, in the mid to upper 60s, lower 70s in the Midland and Odessa area right now. Warming up eventually in the upper 80s, lower 90s, low to mid 90s, then Trains Pecos to Midland, Odessa and Big Spring. But places like Carlsbad and Hobbs later this afternoon cooling off potentially in the 70s and 80s because of the potential for strong thunderstorms. If you guys want to walk the dog, most of the day in the Tall City, A-OK. Some clouds to start, ample sunshine for the rest of the day. Pretty breezy from time to time. Lower 90s by 4 p.m. I think we'll reach a high temperature of 92 eventually later today before the stronger winds cool things off with eventually more humid conditions later this evening. Thunderstorms popping up right around 2-3 o'clock in the mountainous terrain of the region, moving into the basin with those yellows, oranges, and reds indicating the stronger thunderstorms with, the strong wind gusts and the hail being the main threats, and flash flooding as well. 70s overnight. Despite the thunderstorms, there's a low chance of that, but still there is that chance with winds at the south-southeast sustained at 15 and 20 miles per hour. And because those storms will hit after sunset, there's that threat of, again, more dangerous stormy weather because it'll be dark. Make sure you guys are weather aware. Stronger winds in those red to purple colored areas in the Trains Pecos spreading out in all directions. 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts possible. Southeasterly winds otherwise, though, start to dissipate much later in the overnight and tomorrow. And tomorrow, because of a higher chance of thunderstorms, a lower high temperature of 87 degrees with winds coming in from the south-southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour. 92 today, 87 tomorrow. More storms. Maybe some severe on Friday, cooling things off even more. Remaining muggy for this weekend, but those temperatures will eventually rebound. We're seeing the seasonably muggy trend continue across the basin.